YouTube. So today this is your girl Michelle362. So anyways, I gotta put in perspective here. Yours truly, 53 hours ago,
Peace and quiet.
who actually downloaded this gacha game called Tower of Fantasy. Now I know I was gonna make a different video, but I am gonna be perfectly honest about how bad the quests are. And normally I don't like talking about it. I don't want to say that this game sucks, but it does. Coming from an MMO genre, now, I'm gonna point something out here in the map. So as you can tell, I'm in this, I'm in, Domain 9, right? So, anyways, I just want to put out here, yeah, I got a current dimension level 10, but I'm also on the East Asian server, but it doesn't really matter what server you go on. I do gotta point out how bad this game really is. So anyways, going back to what I'm about to say here. Okay, so you see this thing here, right? Go to Aquaville. The biggest issue I have with this, there's really no fucking sense of direction where the fuck you're supposed to go. Well, I think the thing that's really getting me kind of like turned away from this a little bit, at first, like, I was okay with it, but I feel at times, I guess what I'm saying is, I don't feel like I'm okay with this game anymore. I mean, I got like level 51 after like 53, 55 hours. But the worst part about it, there's no sense of direction. A lot of times in the game, I actually took the setting off, turned off the setting about the freeze combat. And still, again, you fucking, these game developers, like, I understand, you're trying to make a good game aesthetically. And this does raise eyebrows and concerns about where you go. Like, truth of the matter be told, that there's a quest in here I kind of gave up on doing. I gave up on doing the reunion. Apparently, I really can't. The NPC, Shelly, the girl that you're supposed to talk to in the water, it seems like you don't see her, and basically, there's no... this game is primarily not new user friendly, or new player friendly, because of the fact that there's hardly anything. The learning curve technically is there's none. There's a lack of learning. My whole thing is that I think there should have been a little bit more improvements as far as the gameplay goes. The combat, I mean, it's a simple basic combat, which I kind of get. But getting to a location on the map, especially in Domain 9, like, the other maps are fine, I can deal with that, but when you get to Domain 9, the issue is that this one's kind of all scared about, and it's kind of like, well, what the fuck do I do? So, as I'm playing this game, I'm going on, and the sense of you don't get no direction to where you go. It kind of shows you on the map, like, this is where you gotta get pointed out to X, Y, and Z, or you see this little marker on the map here. It's like, as I'm going away. But there's a lack of, I guess what I'm saying is there's just a lack of everything in the game that's missing. I mean, had I known that this game sucked, I don't think I would have played it. I think that of all the MMOs I've played in my life, I'm actually gravely disappointed the way how this has turned out. Like, an example, I mean, you take fall damage. I mean, yeah, I got that from, like, watching a few YouTube videos here and there. But what's really bad is they expect you to go to certain map areas and, like, this motherfucker right here who's just attacking me, which I had to smack his ass to stop doing so. But again, the way that this game is set, I think it's really bad. I think this is kind of like one of those, what in fuck did you guys do? I mean, there's really nothing, like, yeah, okay, I can understand, like, you know, everybody wants to do something different. I understand people, you know, want to see something different. But the truth of the matter is, how do you get to all these point A's to point B? How do you get, the certain areas on the map you cannot get to? You know what I mean? So it kind of makes you wonder, where do you go? I mean, I've been playing this, like I said, for over 50-something hours, and going back without saying, I'm really not happy about it. I think that, again, I think this game should have been done better. I mean, yeah, okay, you got the update, which is 3.4. Of course, you know, back in 2023, it would have been your basic run-of-the-mill 3.0. So, as I'm going into this territory over here, now, it's kind of, without question, I normally don't talk about it, but without question at times, you kind of get a sense, like, this game, in general, can be, I don't know, I mean, there are times, like, I kind of thought about, like, not playing this game anymore. I mean, there were times, like, I guess what I'm saying is, the other day when I was doing this, doing one of the missions here, it didn't make things any better. I think it's like a way of, I think in a sense it's a way of, like, telling fuck you to the gamer, and you have no sense of direction where to go. And when you have no sense of direction, like, if you go up there, right, that's your teleporter. But what I don't like is you're limited on your stamina for climbing, which kind of puts it into a perspective of, like, well, right, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. This is kind of like one of those things that a lot of, like, known YouTubers have played this game, like Osmongold, quite a few on the sum there. And these gacha games, they're okay to a point, but I won't say that these are, like, the best games to really go and play. I mean, yeah, okay, it's free to play, I get that. People are gonna probably bitch about it, you know, saying maybe I'm wrong or whatever, but as you can tell, you are limited. The thing that also really does bother me is the fact that you have a cooldown on your jetpack here. Now, if you look at your stamina up on the screen here, it does go down, and I think that maybe getting rid of that and have it where your stamina, where you can actually climb without hesitation. Unfortunately, they set this game up, but I also think that they do set you up on a game that can basically fail. Of course, I'm getting this dumb motherfucker attacking me. So anyways, yeah, I feel that there should have been a little bit more to the game. I think that, or some kind of, I shouldn't say a little bit more, but I think a little bit more improvement would be better. again, I don't really like the way how they had this, how they actually have this set up, because it's kind of making me question the key fundamentals of how a game should be operating. I know people are going to be like, well, don't you think you're harsh and stuff, but the truth of the matter is, I'm still not really 100% sold. You know, trying to get... This is the thing that was another problem. I think that there should be roads that you can really get to these locations. Roads that you can say, hey, look, you know, you're in this zone. But the way they have this set, it's almost like this is borderline near the ends of the area you ought to be. Again, all this here, getting up here, which is at the very tippity top of everything else, but yet you're limited to what you can and can't do. Well, again, this kind of goes back to getting rid of the stamina bar, because I think that's kind of ridiculous. I think, you know, this game's got a lot of potential, I'm not gonna lie. But at the same time, there's a lot that is less desired by. And I think that again, they should make it new player friendly.
Finally, some peace and quiet.
And the reason why, now I know everybody's asking, going back to about being on the East Asian server, is I've been playing MMOs for a very long time, since EverQuest came out. And after a while, you get to a point, see, if you go on to like the American server, it's not as good as if you were like in the Asian server. Yeah, I know, like, you know, how come I don't have any friends playing or helping me? It's just because I usually play solo. And in truth, I try not to get too much involved in a sense of what goes on in a video game. Now, I don't know if I'm going to make this climb, given the fact that they have this stupid stamina bar, which is really, I mean, it's atrocious, I guess. I don't know how the game developers, or why they would add a stamina bar. I mean, I get you're trying to simulate, like, how a real person should climb, but it's a video game. You know, why do I need something to climb? And why do... Again, it comes without saying here. I think it's kind of hilarious that, you know, oh look, we want to make it where, you know, people can actually, you know, but again, if you see where I'm going, it's showing like I have 238 meters away to fucking get the inclination of something else. Again, climbing up to the top of a mountain, trying to find stuff. I mean, come on now. Don't you think that's kind of gauche? Says you. Again, you know, you got these old sky dragons. Like, shit I get, but... maybe just kind of like make it where people can actually get to a location without fucking having to bust their motherfucking balls to fucking get to a spot, which is kind of like, what the hell? Again, so, my question is now, how the fuck do I get to this location? Again, this is kind of like what puts me off from this game, and lately, I think I've been getting kind of a bit like, there's really no way to tell where you're going. I mean, I'm just trying to get to the spot where you have to do the other shit in this game. But I still think it's kind of bullshit that you gotta do this. This, you know, like jetpacking, adding all the like these unnecessary terrain that is basically just the gist of everything that nobody wants to really put up with. Again, how the hell do they expect you to climb up or jetpack to a location or a marker? There's got to be like another way. But apparently they don't want to do it that way. So I don't have an idea how to get there. I don't know how to get here because apparently I can't go to Aquaville. And you're just kind of wondering, how does a game developer make a game that just kind of fucking, I hate to say it, but I know I'm going to get striked on it, but how do game developers make a video game but not, things just boggle my mind. I mean, again, like, you can't make a video game and make it look like shit. I mean, this is probably why people don't play it. I don't know. I mean, I can't even get to half this shit here. So, I have no earthly idea what to do. This is pretty horrendous. This is kind of like a thing now I'm regretting. Between that and a turn-based Japanese... Well, this game is from a Chinese-based game, but I played a Japanese turn-based game, and I quit that because it was like, you know, again, I understand the intentions are good, but they're not good. I think that a lot of these turn-based games, they need to be reevaluated. I mean, I'm sorry, but that's just my thought. You know, I don't... I mean, at least make something where it's easy and not having to deal with, you know, stuff that, you know, you have no way of getting to. You know, and you can't... You know, I just kind of wish that they did this a little bit better. Like I said, you know, the gameplay needs to be better. I mean, I think this is kind of like why people... Yeah, and on top of it, you know... You know, sometimes, like, you know, you can try Googling it. You know, yeah, so... I mean, there's, like, really nowhere to... Yeah, but how do you find Aquaville? That's kind of like, how do you even... Well, actually, the funny question is here that this game is a Genshin clone. But I just want to put it out there. I mean... Yeah, so I'm, you know what, I'm gonna find out where the stupid Aquaville is in Tower Fantasy and see if I can find a way. But again, I had to Google a lot of shit up, you know, at times for this game because there's really no way, they don't indicate where you're supposed to go. So if you guys have any suggestions or any ideas to where the fuck you have to go, please let me know here. Because yeah, just leave a comment down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more upcoming videos of my streams and stuff. So until then, this is Michelle362. I'm gonna say peace, love, and happiness, and I'm gonna say fuck this game and everything else on it. No, I'm just kidding. But anyways, I'm gonna go. So leave a like, comment, subscribe. Till then, peace, love, happiness. Bye.